Do you ever feel like you have all the grammar rules locked in your head, but the moment you try to speak, the words just disappear? You might think that because you don't live in New York or London, you'll never truly sound natural or fluent. But I'm here to tell you that geography has nothing to do with it. You don't need a plane ticket, you don't need a native speaker sitting next to you 24 hours a day, and you certainly don't need to be a genius. What you need is a system that fits into your busy, chaotic life right now. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to hack your daily routine to reach fluency step by step. We're going to tackle the biggest obstacle every language learner faces: consistency. We often tell ourselves, "I'm too busy, I'm too shy," or "I don't know where to start." I've heard it all before. But the truth is, you don't need hours of free time. You don't need to study until your brain hurts. You just need smart, small steps that you can repeat on autopilot. By the end of this video, you will have a complete roadmap to practicing English every single day, no matter where you live or what you do for a living. We are going to break down 5 powerful techniques that will change the way you see language learning. So let's get comfortable and dive right in. The foundation: passive immersion. Let's start with the most fundamental layer. If you want to speak, you first have to listen. But I'm not talking about listening to a boring textbook audio file once a week. I'm talking about building an environment of sound. Many people ask me about the best way to improve speaking skills, and ironically, the answer often starts with your ears, not your mouth. You need to listen to English every single day. This is non-negotiable. Think about how a baby learns. They don't study grammar books. They simply exist in an environment where the language is spoken constantly. You need to recreate that. You need to listen to English not just when you are studying, but when you are living. When you are washing the dishes, put on a podcast. When you are commuting to work or school, listen to English news. When you are at the gym, listen to English music. The goal here isn't 100% comprehension. You don't need to understand every single word. If you only understand 30% or 50%, that is perfectly fine. What you're doing is training your brain to recognize the rhythm, the intonation, and the melody of the language. This is called passive learning. It's like background music for your life. Just 15 minutes a day of this input will train your ears to process sounds faster. Over time, those strange noises will start to separate into clear, distinct words. So, rule number 1, make English the soundtrack of your life. The technique: what is shadowing? Now that we have the input sorted, let's talk about output. How do we bridge the gap between hearing and speaking? We use a technique called shadowing. If you've never heard of this, it might feel a little strange at first, but it is incredibly powerful. Shadowing is essentially becoming an echo. You listen to a speaker, it could be me right now, a character in a movie or a podcaster, and you repeat exactly what they say, almost at the same time they say it. Here's the key: you're not translating. You're not looking at a dictionary, you're not analyzing the grammar. You're simply copying the sound. You are mimicking the speed, the tone, the emotion, and the rhythm. Let's try a quick experiment. I want you to say this sentence after me exactly how I say it. Don't think about the spelling, just the sound. I am building my confidence every day. Go ahead, say it. Now try this one. I don't need to be perfect, I just need to practice. Do you see what's happening? Your brain and your mouth are connecting. Shadowing forces your mouth muscles to move in new ways. English requires different tongue positions than your native language. By shadowing, you're hitting the gym for your mouth. If you do this for just 5 minutes a day, you will notice your pronunciation becoming clearer and your speed increasing. You don't need to understand the complex definitions of every word you shadow. You are training your physical ability to speak. Moving on to one of the biggest hurdles. To truly become fluent, you have to stop translating in your head. I know, it's a hard habit to break. You hear a sentence in English, you translate it to your native language to understand it, you formulate a response in your native language, and then you translate it back to English to speak. That is way too slow. It's exhausting, and it makes your speech sound robotic. We need to cut out the middleman. We need to start thinking directly in English. But how do you do that if you aren't fluent yet? You start very small, very small. When you wake up in the morning, narrate your life in your head using simple English. Don't try to form complex philosophical thoughts. Just look around. I am waking up. I need coffee. It is cold today. When you walk outside, look at the world through an English lens. The sky is blue. That car is noisy. I am walking to the bus stop. These are small, isolated thoughts, but by forcing your brain to label the world in English directly, you are teaching your brain that coffee is the black liquid in the cup, not just a translation of the word in your mother tongue. Doing this turns your daily internal monologue into a practice session. No one can hear you, so there's no pressure. You can make mistakes. The important thing is that you're processing your reality in English.
Let's combine the physical and the mental. Tip number 4 is reading aloud. Most of us read silently. We scroll through social media or read articles without making a sound. That's great for information, but it does nothing for your speaking muscles. To fix this, you need to read out loud. Find a short text. It doesn't have to be Hamlet. It can be a children's book, a simple news article, or even a transcript from a YouTube video. Read it once, slowly and clearly. Focus on articulating every syllable. Then read it again a little faster. Then read it a third time, and this time act it out. Put emotion into it. Imagine you're an actor on a stage. Why do we do this? Because it connects your eyes, reading, to your mouth, speaking, and your ears, hearing yourself. It builds fluency because the words are already written for you. You don't have to search for them. You just have to focus on the delivery. If you stumble over a word, stop. Say it 5 times. Then continue. This is your safe space to practice difficult sounds without anyone judging you. Now, let's talk about lifestyle. You might say, but I don't have time to study. Yet, if I asked to see your screen time report on your phone, I bet I'd see hours spent scrolling. Let's turn those hours into learning time. We are going to change your digital environment. First, go to your phone settings right now. Change the language to English. It sounds simple, but think about how many times you look at your phone. You'll instantly learn words like settings, display, notifications, and privacy. You won't even have to study them, you'll just learn them by context. Second, use your phone as a journal. You don't need a leather notebook. Open your Notes app or a chat with yourself. Every night, write 3 sentences about your day. I went to work. I was tired. I had a good lunch. That's it. You're building the habit of constructing sentences about your own life. Third, the voice note technique. This is my personal favorite. At the end of the day, open your voice recorder app. Record yourself talking for just 1 minute. Tell your phone what you did today. Tell your phone what you plan to do tomorrow. Then, and this is the brave part, listen to it. You will hear your mistakes. You will hear where you paused, and that is good. Self-awareness is the first step to improvement. You are your own best teacher. And lastly, social media. You're already watching Instagram Reels, TikToks, or YouTube Shorts. Stop scrolling mindlessly. Start curating your feed. Follow English teachers, travel vloggers who speak English, or cooks who explain recipes in English. Watch a short video, then watch it again, then pause it and repeat the caption. Use that content as a mini lesson. It's fun, it's fast, and it's real English, not textbook English. So, there you have it. You don't need to move abroad. You don't need to quit your job to study for 8 hours a day. You just need to listen while you commute, shadow while you watch videos, think in English while you make coffee, read aloud for 5 minutes, and turn your phone into an English environment. If you do these things, English stops being a subject you fail at and starts being a tool you live with. It becomes natural. It becomes a part of you.
I want you to pick just one of these techniques to start with today, just one, and then tomorrow add another. Before you know it, you'll be speaking with the confidence you've always wanted. If you found this video helpful and you are ready to take your English to the next level, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more learners like you. And don't forget to subscribe to English Glow for more tips on mastering the language. I'll see you in the next video.